Welcome back. Welcome back. Lakers Nuggets first game of the year. Me and Finn are previewing it. He had to run out for 2 seconds, but here he is. We are previewing Lakers Nuggets, one of the bigger games. I think the game, basically, because
second biggest game besides Nets Cavs.
Yeah, in our opinion, but nationwide, it's definitely Lakers Nuggets. I just think that this is going to be one of the best games we see all year, opening night. I think we're going to see the little ring ceremony before the game. It's going to be like everyone's juices are flowing. The season is back. I'm just excited, man. Really just excited.
What's the date of the game? 24th? Okay.
Yep. This video should be coming out about 5 or so days before. I don't know what day I decided to post it, but it's a big one. It's going to be interesting. We're going to go into just their stats from last year and then key matchups we're going to watch and game predictions. But let's start with the Nuggets. They were 5th in offensive rating, 15th in defensive rating, and 3rd in net rating. If you're watching, you can see the numbers down below if you know what they mean. But obviously, the champs, they were the best team in basketball last season. Let's keep it a buck. I don't know if they are this season, but last season, they were the best team in basketball.
You know the rules, though.
What?
Championship team is the best team until they're not.
True. Absolutely. I just think going into the year, they're not the championship favorites anymore because of all the insane trades. But I'm definitely think the Nuggets are going to be a great team again. Like, let's not get it twisted. I think they're probably, you give them the benefit of the doubt versus the Lakers, but hey, 53-29 is a hell of a record. I mean, they're a hell of a team. But let's go more to the Lakers. Finn, you can read this one.
This is post All-Star break, everybody. So they were 16-7. Offensive rating at 14, 116.2. Defensive rating at 111, defensive rating at 111.3. They were in 4th for that. And then net rating is 4.9. They were in 6th.
This team was completely different post All-Star break. Than if I put their first half of the season stats, they are so ugly, and so horrifically bad that it's insane considering they made it to the Western Conference Finals. And it was probably the closest sweep I've ever seen, to be honest. Every game was within 6 points. It was
Nuggets would just pull away.
Yeah, and they were just simply the better team, and that's what happens in these spots. But obviously the Lakers made a ton of offseason additions, so we're going to get into that, obviously. But let's go into kind of our key matchups of the game. I think the key is really just what Lakers role player is going to step up. It sounds very vague and whatever, but you need to have a role player step up for both teams. I think the stars are going to neutralize each other. I think Jamal Murray and Jokic are going to put about the same amount of pressure on the Lakers as LeBron and AD are going to put on the Nuggets. It's who's going to be that step up role player. The Nuggets lost Bruce Brown, and I think that's kind of a big loss for them. That's your bench point guard when Jokic isn't in the game, really. He's the one running the offense, and I think that's going to be a big factor to watch out for. Can Christian Brown take that mantle? I don't know if he's there yet, but
he's a winner.
True, definitely a winner.
I think losing Bruce as a guy who watched Bruce develop pretty closely. I mean, I watched 82 games those 2 seasons, and I will continue to do so. But Bruce is an unreal short roll guy. He has that little push shot. He can hit corner threes. He's a great defender. He's mobile, and he's a good roll guy too. He can dunk. He catch lobs. So that kind of thing not being on your squad anymore is someone who you almost take for granted, I feel like, in a playoff run like that. He fills so many gaps that aren't noticed until he's gone. I think we're going to see that this year. I personally think that was a terrible move. They should have paid him the house.
He got paid so
much. I know.
Much
I said they should have paid him the house.
24 mil.
Dude, I really think you don't. It's hard to explain because I've felt the effects myself seeing him leave.
No, I understand.
Gaps that he fills that are so unclear to the naked eye.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's just it's a lot of money for Bruce Brown. And I think you can find a better guy for 24 mil than you can get in Bruce Brown, as crazy as that sounds. But hey,
he's going to be awesome on the Pacers.
I agree. But yeah, I mean, I think mainly, what did we see in the Lakers series? We saw a lot of Rui playing well, guarding Jokic in spots.
Great.
I think like that's going to be really important. And I
Reeves was
also,
great.
huh?
Reeves was great.
Obviously, love Reeves. I think that the main guy that I'm kind of expecting to have a really, really like a memorable game here is Gabe Vincent.
Yeah, I
I
could
don't
see
know
that.
why. It's
He's just
just
a
like
hot pistol.
I know, and I just think that him coming off the bench is something that like especially with how the Lakers are, like the Nuggets are keeping relatively the same game plan. The Lakers have so many options of how they want to attack. And I just think that Gabe Vincent coming off the bench instead of having like a Dennis Schroeder who played really, really well for them. I just think that Gabe Vincent provides a different dynamic where he can really space the floor. Like Schroeder wasn't much of a shooter. Bars.
Oh, Matt with the
But,
bars, dude.
but
Maybe Matt.
I think Gabe Vincent is going to be that guy that the Nuggets didn't have to face last year, and they're going to be like, "Oh shit, this is like in there." I
He's a
also think,
threat. He's
I
one of those
think,
24/7 threats.
yeah, I think it's mainly a guard kind of what bench or what guard for the Lakers is really going to propel them if they want to win this game. And I think you have to go and you have to try and limit Jokic. I don't know which way you want to attack. Would you go and say, I want you to become a scorer. I want you to score 35 and have like 6 assists, or do you want him to have like 20 and have like 14 assists? What
You
would
want him.
your
You want him to score 35
I think that's where you should be.
because
But the
he's
Lakers,
so much more dangerous when he's creating for everybody else because that draws attention away from him, and then that's when he scores.
I think you have to try and make him a scorer. And I think what they did last year is what when we were actually no one's really watching at that point, but like we were talking. I said after before even game one, I said they should put Rui on
Yep,
Jokic, and I
I
said
remember.
let AD roam because that's where AD's most dangerous. Like AD isn't the best at like one-on-one post defense. He's the best at help defense. Like dude, he had like 27 blocks in the first 2 rounds of the playoffs. Like
I had a high school coach who used to say, "Let shot blockers be shot blockers."
yeah, you don't want the like that's the most important thing. And I think that was like a huge adjustment the Lakers made. It didn't come to any of avail, but like I felt like they played a lot better in that kind of defensive way. But
I think it's going to be interesting to see who on the Lakers provides that spark. I think Gabe Vincent was a phenomenal shout. He's going to be that kind of guy that comes off the bench. This is not a Nets. This is not a Homer comparison. I just can't think of anyone off the top of my head right now. But a Cam Thomas, like someone who could get off the bench and hit 3 threes. He did it in Miami. Obviously, he wasn't coming off the bench, but I just mean like taking a break and coming back. Like guys who can get off their butt, come on the court and hit 3 threes like a JJ Redick, like a Joe Johnson, those kind of dudes. Huge, tremendous talents. Gabe
yeah,
Vincent's going to be one of those.
I think that this I think that this is kind of like I would lean Lakers in this game as crazy as it sounds.
Me too.
I'm a big person of fading the championship winners in opening night. Like I just am. I just don't
You're
love
just
that
a
spot.
championship hangover slut.
I am because like they just don't play well after that. Like it's a proven thing. I just don't think they like play. I don't think the Nuggets are gonna bring their A game. Like they just won. They're getting their rings. That's on their mind. Like it's tough to go and be like, I'm getting my ring and then block it out and play a game where you're thinking about the last season. Like it's tough to go from that turnaround from ring to play. Like it's tough to do that.
Definitely. And they're going to be all having good vibes, like opening up the boxes and stuff. The thing with Jokic, though, is he's a little different than other superstars. I feel like with championship hangover, he doesn't try.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
He doesn't try anyway. So it's not like he's going to try any less. He just goes out there and hoops.
Yeah.
So he's not the kind of guy that gives me hangover vibes. Someone who does is Jamal Murray.
I think more Michael Porter than
Well,
Jamal Murray.
he's a fucking Hollywood drama boy anyway. He'll give one game winning. He'll win one game and have bad vibes the next game. But he's going to be a spark guy too. I think the Lakers are going to have trouble with him.
Yeah, I think if he can consistently hit shots, the Lakers are kind of fucked, to be
Right.
honest. Like if him and KCP can shoot 40% in this game at the volume they shoot it, the Lakers will have serious problems. And hey, is Jamal Murray going to go nuclear again? He only seems to really do that in the playoffs for some reason.
Right.
But like this is basically like a playoff game to me. I don't know why. Like I get that kind of vibe.
There's good
I
vibes.
just feel like the Lakers want revenge. Like you just got swept. Mike Malone was talking shit. Like
He was talking crazy. He was spice talking.
Like they just beat the Heat and they were still talking about sweeping the Nuggets at the championship parade. Like this is the Lakers want to win this one, and I think they're just going to be a more motivated team. So that kind of segues us into the game predictions. But the Lakers are 5.5-point dogs.
All right, wait, one more comment real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think the Lakers are going to bully them on the boards.
It's tough because like Michael Porter snags boards.
I think the Lakers are going to bully them on the boards.
I think it's possible, but yeah, I mean game prediction: Lakers are 5.5. I lean Lakers in this game. It's a large spread considering.
Spread.
It's a large spread considering how close I feel like these teams are right now, but I think the place is going to be juiced.
Oh, it's going to be jumping. If you guys didn't see our predictions video for the West Coast, we had them at 1 and 2 interchangeable. I interchanged. I had you had Nuggets.
Lakers at 1.
You had Lakers. I had Nuggets.
Yeah. But yeah, I just think that this place is going to be juiced. I think that 5.5 is a little generous. I would take the 5.5. I don't know if I'd take the Lakers on the money line, but I'd take the 5. I think it's going to be within a 5-point game either way. I just don't like. I'll take the points if I can get them in a game that is this close in my mind. Like if I was thinking of this game, I think Nuggets should be 3-point favorites. I think home court, and that's it. I think they're even right now.
Okay, that's fair. I think, like I said about the championship hangover thing, Jokic just give the vibes is like he just comes, puts.
I don't think Jokic is going to be affected. I think the other guys.
I know, but he's the engine. He's 70% of the offense runs through him. So if he's not affected, then the team's not affected.
But I'm saying
talking about Bruce Brown. I don't want to harp too heavily on that, but I think that's going to be a huge hole for them. That's their only problem.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, they're not the best defensive team, but like, still.
No, yeah,
they put up enough points and are so efficient that it doesn't even matter.
I like the plays they run too. They know what guys want the ball where. I think that's important. It's got a lot to do with Mike Malone and having the same kind of core group of guys for a long time. And the Lakers have had that too. I think Reeves is going to have a big game in order for the Lakers to win. I think Gabe Vincent's going to have a big game in order for the Lakers to win. I think my old head LeBron James, shoot that bitch like my old head LeBron James, is going to have a good game. I'm sure he will. I'm curious to see if this is the year he starts to slow down. I doubt it, knowing him. But yeah, I think AD is going to be a fucking factor. Jokic is a great defender, and he's a physical defender. If I remember correctly, didn't they get into a little altercation, a little scuffle in the regular season?
AD and Jokic?
Jokic and somebody on the Lakers. I can't remember.
But
anyway, I think there's bad blood there even besides the playoffs.
Yeah, I think this is a get-back spot for the Lakers, and that's why I lean them in this game. But, I mean, you guys take your pick. Let us know who you guys think is going to win in the comments.
Yeah, drop in the comments, dude. We like reading your guys' comments, and then it makes me and Matt argue on the phone after we read one of those. So.
Exactly. But like, comment, subscribe. If you want to check out more previews, they are popping up now. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.